This quote lets us know that while disappointment can be painful, there's also an upside. Mistakes and setbacks can give us valuable lessons about how life works. If you meet a person full of wisdom, that person has almost certainly dealt with disappointments that help them develop deep wisdom. While it's natural to look on the downside after a setback, this quote reminds us that most successful people have first hard to reckon with some hard knocks in life. The disappointments of today can transform into the successes of tomorrow. The words of Jefferson give us a way to frame our unhappiness. Sometimes, it's best to realistically deal with a situation so that we have more time to move on and live our best lives going forward. In a lot of ways, it's better to be disappointed and then be able to move on than to linger in uncertainty. This quote can put the feeling of being disappointed in perspective. After all, the only surefire way to never feel disappointed is to never hope. Never make ambitious plans. Never have goals and dreams. By living and striving. Sometimes disappointment is the price we pay, but it's worth it for the joy and success we encounter. This quote points out that the way we often look at a situation isn't the only way to see things. While we may focus on what we didn't get or don't have, we might miss out on the positives that come from a disappointing outcome. When we feel disappointment, it's possible we can snap ourselves out of it by considering the good in our lives. A pragmatic approach works best for some people. When trying to deal with disappointment, this quote is perfect for that type of approach, pointing out that sometimes disappointment can be informative. In being disappointed, we might simply be realizing that our world isn't quite what we had thought, and now we're more knowledgeable. If you're a goal-oriented person, this quote can remind you that it's important to channel your frustration, anger, and sadness into determination, dealing effectively with disappointments, while keeping your focus on your dreams and goals can lead you to success. This introspective quote points out that what lies on the surface isn't always what's most important. If you're feeling disappointed, perhaps you can inspire yourself by thinking more deeply about your situation. It may be that what first seemed like a setback was actually a new opportunity. When your life seems bleak, it's good to remember that the end of something is the beginning of a new thing, and it's possible, even probable, that what comes after is even better than what you may have lost. Sometimes it's almost impossible not to be dragged down by frustration and anger. But this quote reminds us that those feelings only damage us, yet don't fix anything or have a positive impact on our lives. Letting go of disappointments isn't only a good idea, it's also healthy for us. This quote reminds us that we're stronger than we may think and feel we are at times. We can use our feelings of discouragement and sadness to rededicate ourselves. If we never want to feel this way again, we can resolve to do everything in our power not to let it happen. These beautiful words remind us that, in the end, our capacity to keep hoping and dreaming give our lives meaning. Setbacks will occur along the way, but if we keep striving for a better future, we can find happiness and success Learning how to deal with disappointment is a lifelong process. It starts with an understanding that this, too, shall pass. We can move forward with the knowledge that sometimes a disappointing situation is a clean break. It is a chance to move on to something better. There's no perfect formula for how to deal with disappointment. The collective wisdom of others who have gone through and triumphed over disappointments can help us find our way.